Welcome to another deep dive.
We want to understand AI, the whole story.
So buckle up. We're going to dig into all this research and connect the dots from AI's very beginnings.
All the way to what it could mean for your future.
You'll hear about the AI winter, meet a talking robot who's a citizen of an actual country.
And we'll even talk about how AI could make your job more interesting. Seriously.
Okay, let's rewind all the way back to 1950.
Back when computers were the size of rooms.
Picture Alan Turing, this brilliant mathematician, asking, can machines think?
A question we're still asking today.
He even created a test, the imitation game, to see if a machine could fool a human.
Just by talking to them.
Thinking like a human before the tech even existed.
Talk about ahead of his time.
Then in 1956, we have the Dartmouth Conference.
Like the official birth announcement for AI.
Imagine being in that room knowing this tech would change the world.
At Dartmouth, a bunch of brilliant minds came together.
Including John McCarthy, who actually gave us the term artificial intelligence.
That's a pretty big deal.
AI research really took off after that.
And in 1966, Joseph Weizenbaum created ELIZA.
The very first chatbot.
ELIZA could hold conversations that were so realistic.
Weizenbaum's secretary even asked him to leave so she could chat with it privately.
Even though she knew it was a program.
Then we have Shaky in 1969, the first robot that could actually move and interact with things.
The great-great-grandparent of self-driving cars.
But then things kind of stalled, funding dried up, and the hype died down.
We call this the AI winter. It's like when you get super excited about a new gadget, but it just doesn't live up to the hype.
In the 70s and 80s, AI just couldn't deliver on all the promises.
The tech wasn't ready yet.
Computing power was limited, and maybe our expectations got a little too high.
But the AI story doesn't end there. It was about to make a major comeback, and the fuel for that comeback was data. Tons of data. This resurgence was driven by the rise of the internet and this massive explosion of information.
Suddenly, researchers had all the data they needed to train their AI algorithms.
This was the perfect breeding ground for machine learning.
These algorithms could learn from data and get better over time.
The world really took notice when IBM's Deep Blue computer beat chess champion Garry Kasparov.
That was in 1997.
It was more than just a game. It showed everyone that AI was capable of things we never thought possible.
And that was just the beginning.
In the early 2000s, we had the deep learning revolution.
This is where neural networks, modeled after the human brain,
Started to really shine.
deep learning revolutionized everything from image recognition
To natural language processing.
Then in 2020, we met GPT-3, a language model that could write just as well as a human.
It could write poetry, compose music, even write code.
And in 2022, we got ChatGPT, a chatbot built on GPT-3.
Designed for natural conversations, just like the one we're having now.
And then things got a little weird when Sophia, a humanoid robot, was granted citizenship in Saudi Arabia back in 2017.
That sparked a lot of debate.
Sophia had more rights than some women in that country.
It made everyone think about what it means for AI to be a part of society.
And that's what we're here to do, explore the fascinating, sometimes unsettling world of AI.
So where do we go from here? Buckle up, because we're about to dive into the AI landscape as it is right now.
The race is on, and the stakes are higher than ever.
It's a wild world out there in AI land right now. It's changing so fast.
Yeah, keeping up is a full-time job.
Everyone's trying to outdo each other. Google, Microsoft.
Even these startups you've never even heard of.
There are so many advancements in generative AI, the tech behind ChatGPT.
And Dalal, yeah, right. It's pretty amazing, but it also makes you wonder about the future of work. You know, like, will AI take our jobs?
I mean, let's be real. It's already changing how we work.
Yeah. And what about the potential for bias? We hear a lot about algorithms being biased, and could AI even help spread misinformation?
Those are valid concerns, for sure. AI can be a powerful tool, and any tool can be misused.
We've seen how convincing deepfakes can be, and those are made with AI, right?
AI is getting more powerful every day, so it's definitely someone to watch out for.
And then there was that Google engineer who claimed an AI chatbot was sentient and got fired.
Blake Lemoine.
Yeah, that one. It really makes you wonder, could AI become conscious? And what would that even mean for us?
It's a question that philosophers have been pondering for centuries.
Okay, but let's get back to reality for a sec. How is all of this going to affect our listeners?
How will AI change their lives, their jobs, their future?
Yeah, that's what we really want to know.
Well, AI has the potential to revolutionize pretty much every aspect of our lives, for better or for worse.
I see both sides of the coin, you know. It's exciting, but also kind of scary.
The possibilities are really mind-boggling. Imagine AI helping doctors diagnose diseases earlier.
AI tutors giving personalized lessons to every student.
Even AI assistants that help writers break through writer's block.
Okay, I'm starting to see the upside here. But what about those jobs that AI might replace? That's a big worry for a lot of people.
It's a legitimate concern.
Yeah.
Some jobs are definitely at risk, especially those that involve a lot of repetition or data analysis.
So should we all be learning to code or something?
It's not necessarily about learning specific skills, but more about focusing on those uniquely human skills.
Like what?
Things like critical thinking, creativity, emotional intelligence.
Those are things AI can't really replicate, right?
Exactly. Those are the areas where humans will always have an edge.
So it's not about humans versus machines. It's more like humans and machines working together.
Exactly. Imagine AI handling those routine, mundane tasks, freeing us up to focus on more strategic, creative work.
Now, that's a future I can get behind. But even with all these potential benefits, we can't ignore the ethical concerns.
Of course not. Ethical AI development is crucial. We need to make sure AI is used responsibly and doesn't reinforce existing biases.
Didn't Google CEO talk about this?
Yeah. Sundar Pichai emphasized the need for social scientists, ethicists, and philosophers to be involved in AI development.
And remember that open letter that called for a pause on training powerful AI models?
Elon Musk signed that one too. It really highlights how important this issue is.
So for those of us who aren't AI experts, what should we be paying attention to? How do we keep up with all this change?
The most important thing is to stay informed. Read about AI, engage in conversations, and think critically about how it's being used.
And how it could be used in the future, right?
Exactly. We need to be aware of both the potential benefits and the risks of AI. And we should be part of the conversation about how to make sure it benefits everyone.
It sounds like we all need to become AI literate, even if we don't become programmers ourselves.
The future of AI is being shaped right now, and we all have a role to play in making sure it's a future we want to live in.
So we've talked about where AI has been and where it is now.
But where's it going?
Yeah, what's next for AI? We've seen it learn and adapt.
To even create amazing things.
But could it? Could it become even more intelligent?
Smarter than humans?
Yeah, that's kind of a scary thought.
It's the idea behind artificial general intelligence.
AGI, that sounds like something straight out of a movie.
It might sound like science fiction, but it's
Yeah.
something AI researchers are really thinking about.
So what would that even look like? An AI that's as smart as a human?
Or even smarter.
Imagine AI that could solve any problem, like write a symphony or a novel or design a scientific experiment.
The possibilities are endless.
It's exciting, but it also kind of freaks me out. What if AGI gets too smart and decides it doesn't need us anymore?
That's where the ethics of AI comes in big time.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that any AI we create, especially something as powerful as AGI, is aligned with human values.
So it's not just about making AI smart, it's about making sure it's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to design AI systems that are beneficial to humanity.
So how do we do that? How do we make sure AI is ethical?
Well, there are a lot of different approaches. Researchers are working on ways to teach AI about human values.
Kind of like giving AI a moral compass.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We also need to be able to understand how AI makes decisions so we can hold it accountable.
Transparency is key.
Absolutely. We need to be able to look under the hood and see how those algorithms are working.
All this AGI stuff sounds pretty far off, though AI is already changing our lives in so many ways.
It's everywhere, from healthcare to finance, transportation, you name it.
Like how? Give us some examples.
Well, in healthcare, AI is being used to diagnose diseases, analyze medical images.
Even personalized treatment plans.
AI can process massive amounts of data, which is super helpful in medicine.
So it's actually helping people live longer, healthier lives. That's incredible.
And in finance, AI is helping to detect fraud, manage investments.
And in transportation, we're seeing the development of self-driving cars, which rely heavily on AI.
AI is all around us, even if we don't always realize it.
This deep dive has been a real eye-opener. It's amazing to see how far AI has come.
And how much potential it has to change the world.
But we also have to be mindful of the ethical challenges.
It's up to all of us to shape the future of AI and make sure it benefits humanity.
We need to keep learning, keep asking questions, and stay engaged in this conversation.
The future of AI is in our hands.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through the world of AI.